into the episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show live. What is good, everybody? I got here safely. Huge semi turned over on the highway coming in. So cops, everything was everywhere. So I am here safely, and I'm gonna start getting the food, and we're gonna talk some stuff up. But yeah, turned over semi on the highway, blocked traffic both ways. So I'm here now. Yeah, I'm late. I gotta rush. I gotta rush. But everybody was okay though. The driver was good. He got out. He walked out of it. So that's always a blessing. So I just want to make sure everyone also in the chat's good. Everybody's safe and sound. You know what I'm saying? Move, Nitro, move. Man, listen, man. That junk this morning was crazy. I mean, turned over, stopped, because the EMS and everything had to come over and blocked our lane from going. So both lanes on the highway just blocked off, but at least the dude walked away. So good morning, everybody. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful night and a great morning. Please be safe when you're on the road. And as you guys have already know, I could not go live on the road. Why? Because when there's big accidents, you already know that the cops are going to be there home. I think I could show you guys the picture of it, though. That junk was crazy. Let me see if I could show y'all the picture. I think I could show y'all the picture. Look at that. 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 So yeah, definitely, I wasn't joking, guys. Definitely, so y'all can see it. Yeah, bro. Yo, listen, that's the crazy thing. I've been trying to tell you, I don't lie to you guys. I'm honest because I told you I always feel like honesty is the best policy, and that you can never trip me up because I'm giving you guys all the information. So like if I'm not live, usually it's an emergency. Like yesterday, I couldn't go live because I had daddy duties. Like my daughter had a toothache. I had to go to the dentist, bring it to the dentist. I was stuck in it for like 2 hours. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just honest with things. But yeah, hopefully that guy is okay and everything else and safe and sound. And yeah. But good morning to everybody. T, good morning. Always a pleasure to have you. Ash, Stacy, always a pleasure to have you also. Everybody. Zelle, what up? Robbie Pay, good morning. Flex Zone, good morning. Money Mike, good morning. King Blaze, good morning. Producer, good morning. Who else we got? Let's see. I think that's everybody. I think that's everybody this morning. Okay, guys. So last night I put out the stuff yesterday, and y'all got to see it for yourselves. Pat McAfee came out and said that Lamar got the best arm in football. Now, guys, that's crazy to say because you already know they all usually try to hate. But for him to come out and say that is just crazy. I changed the background. Yeah, I changed the background back. You know what I'm saying? And I told him before, like, when you're a big platform, because we're so used to everybody like trying to take shots at Lamar and others, that when you finally are able to, you know what I'm saying, get somebody to big him up in such a way in front of his new coaching staff live when, you know, a million people are watching, to me, it just speaks volumes. And I've went at Pat McAfee on a couple things. Even when they were like, oh, Lamar's like the best, he kind of chuckled. And I was like, hey, what's that chuckle for? And I told y'all the reason why I went at him is because usually even though Pat McAfee is a former player, I treat all media people the same. Why? Because a lot of them are willing to do whatever to gain a check. And I told y'all, I said that if I want to go viral, I can just start dissing Lamar. Like, and I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in, and I could even do that to Joe Burrow. Like, if I really wanted to go viral, I could go on here and be like, yo, Joe Burrow is the worst quarterback, line the NFC, the AFC North, line. I'll show you why. And I could just, you know, go crazy and I'll go viral for it. But I don't believe in making content like that. And that's why I don't like a lot of the media. That's why me and them have problems. Like, and that's how easy it is. You feel me? Joe Burrow is not a bad quarterback. I still have him in my top six quarterbacks in the league. Even though he's hurt, I believe that when he is on the field, he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, even though he has elite weapons. I think he's a very good quarterback nonetheless. And he's a point guard. Like, sometimes, like in basketball, you get combo guards. But when we were kids, you had a point guard, you had a shooting guard. And then you had something called a combo guard, a point guard that could score like a shooting guard. Right now, that's just everybody, pretty much, right? Because they blurred the line between the positions. But he's a point guard. That's what he is. He's Steve Nash. Steve Nash, one of those guys like Jason Kidd. He dishing, you feel me? It doesn't mean just because he's not scoring 20-something points, he's not a great quarterback. That's the mindset I like people to go into. Some guys are combo guards. Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And Allen Iverson was even a shooting guard for most of the time. Things was back to point guard when Jim O'Brien became his coach. But neither here nor there. That's what football is, almost with a lot of the quarterbacks now, because a lot of the quarterbacks now are scoring threats. Josh Allen is a scoring threat. Patrick Mahomes is a scoring threat. Lamar Jackson is a scoring threat. Big play threats. You understand where I'm coming from? Joe Burrow, even though he is mobile somewhat to pass the ball and everything, he's a pure point guard. And you don't see many pure point guards. That's what he is. Lamar and them, they like the Russell Westbrooks, the Steph Currys, you know what I'm saying? They the highlight reels, and they do it in so many different. They can pass, shoot, all that stuff. But just a pure point guard doesn't mean that you're bad. You're just a pure point guard, and that's what Joe Burrow is. But if I wanted to go viral, I can go viral today. Just show you how crazy it is. I could badmouth Burrow and Herbert right now, throw it online, make shorts, and I promise you, that video I put out will get 20,000 views, 25,000 views that quick. All you got to do is make an enemy of a fan base, and you're good. You're cake. That's all you got to do. Make the enemy of a full fan base, and you're cake. You don't got to worry about nothing no more. Everything paid for. And think about it. I mean, wouldn't that behoove me to do so? I mean, they're the Bengals, right? But I don't believe in doing content like that. I just don't believe in it. Now, if it's through comparisons and stuff like that, and I'm just telling you the truth, that's different. Like I'm telling you the truth about a player and it just comes off a little bit, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But like what you've seen certain people do with LeBron and I'm gonna be real with you, I know people say Skip Bayless with that. No, Skip Bayless really just believe what he says though. Like people don't understand, like that dude really does believe what he says. He was the first person with all that stuff with LeBron, the Michael Jordan, he the one that started all of that. But if you ask anybody around him, that's what he truly thinks. That's what he truly believes. Like, he's not doing it for show. That's what he truly believes. So, I know some people like to pivot and say, well, what about this person? Well, I'm telling you about that person. So you see where I'm coming from. Aya Horse, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, but I was happy he came out and said that. That Burrow should go to the Vikings. He would have way more success than the Bengals. Money Mike, you're actually right on that. He would. Because you would still have weapons. Justin Jefferson and Addison is nothing to sneeze at. You'll have a better defense, a better offensive line, and a good run game. Yeah, it would, and to me they have a better offensive line too. So yeah, I would say that. I would agree with you on that wholeheartedly. You're not getting any push on there. Vikings would be a perfect start for him. But I've said that before, like, the Bengals could trade Burrow to a team and get the first-round pick, the first 2 or 3 first-round picks. They could do that and then not have to worry about the massive pay, because what you would get back for him, you could build up your offensive line and everything for the next quarterback because you already have the weapons that would make most quarterbacks flourish. You've seen 2 different quarterbacks flourish offensively on that team. That's facts. It's not a shot at Burrow. It's just facts. Both backups. Joe Flacco looked like he turned back the clock all the way when he was 25 years old with those weapons. So, yeah. Delvon's in the building. What up? Guys, please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, please. And remember, I know that we're still demonetized. If y'all want to donate, the Cash App is there. Even though we're live, we can't do it right now. Y'all know where to get the Cash App. Jared Nitro Shady McCoy recently said he's always thought that Josh Allen was better than Lamar. And Nitro said Minter plus Doyle takes away Lamar's excuses. Everything takes away Lamar's excuses. Lamar's never had excuses. That's the funny thing. They've been saying from the time 2018, he has no excuses. None. Mind you, he was a rookie. I know you guys remember, he was a rookie, came in and took over for Joe Flacco. And they said pretty much because he didn't win in the playoffs, horrible rookie season. Y'all don't remember that? 2019, he got the MVP. That should have quelled everything. It didn't quell nothing. All I did is be like, oh, well, now he's an MVP. We could talk about him even worse. Which is crazy to me. It's like, oh, you're an MVP. So because you're an MVP, we believe that we should be able to talk about you any which way possible, and you shouldn't be able to say or do anything because that's what happens with an MVP. Okay, fair, fine. If that's what you want to do, cool. I don't see that same stuff for Josh Allen. I don't. And make no mistake about it, Josh Allen's the top 3 quarterback in the league as of right now, but where's that same... Listen, I'm fair that way. I've always been fair that way. If you're mean to everybody equally, I got no problem with you being mean. Because you're just mean to... That's just how you are. You're just a mean person. You're just mean equally to everybody. You don't really care if they're from California, they're orange, green, white, black, whatever. You're just a mean person. Cool. You treat everybody fair. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is the changing of rules because you like a player and then you demonize somebody else for the same things. That's ridiculous. And it wasn't like they were keeping it football. They were questioning his intelligence, saying that the reason why the read option works so well is because the ball blends in with his skin. I'm like, bro, you guys are just talking at the side of your necks right now. Anything, and people didn't mind it because it was him. It's like, oh, we can talk that way. He won't do. He ain't gonna say nothing because Lamar's a really nice guy. He doesn't check people. Like he'll just be like, whatever, man. God bless y'all, man. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, y'all doing well in y'all family. That's Lamar. I told Lamar face to face before. I said, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I believe in moving forward, but you're a lot better than me. Because you see me, the way I would start going to some of these people, they'll be like, wow, like I can't believe he's doing that. But like I told you to stop. Either keep it football or I'm gonna start responding. You're not gonna like when I respond. But then people say that that's you being, you're being a bully and blah blah blah. I say, how am I being a bully? How am I being a bully? If a squirrel keeps punching at a bear, how are we mad at the bear for finally biting the squirrel? That makes no sense. So, oh, you poor squirrel. Oh, squirrel. How could this happen to you, squirrel? You're such a good squirrel. He's so big. Why did he bite you? It's like, nyam him. I'm Jamaican, so we say, nyam him. I'm fair like that, man. I'm fair. I like transparency and things. That's just the way I've been brought up. I can't help it. That's how I always view things, man. I'll say this, though. All those high-flying quarterback years, all that's come to a brief. Y'all notice that? The other couple of years ago, there was like these quarterback statistics were looking like they're about to break every record possible. And now the defense is caught up. It's like, bro, like, yo. Like, all of that came to an abrupt halt. And I love it. I love balanced football. I hated when they started making all these rules for the offense. Even the rules, right? The rules that are there, you only use it to protect a certain level of quarterback. Instead of protecting all quarterbacks like that. That junk bothers me, bro. It's like if you're going to say this is the rule for the quarterback, then it's the rule for every quarterback. Not your favorite quarterback and not the rest of the quarterbacks. Lamar be on that burner account. Yo, he do sometimes. I'm just glad he doesn't have to deal with Harbaugh like how media is easy. Yes, because Harbaugh had a very strong grip on the Baltimore media. And as a fact, even the owner does. All the Baltimore, and that's why I said Harbaugh's in for a rude awakening in New York. Because it's not Baltimore where he could just kind of finesse his way through it, kind of strong on people in the media where they know not to ask a certain question, or if he looks at them a certain way, they just be quiet. That's not the New York media. The New York media is absolute succubuses. They're succubuses. They don't care who you are. They're trying to get whatever news they can, and they're praying to God that it's negative to absolutely slander you with it. That's New York media. Any large media hub is like that. California, New York, Detroit. Yeah, that's how they are. So he's in the media capital of the world. So when he starts to do bad, they're gonna call him out of the side of his neck, and you're gonna see a whole different side of Harbaugh. I'm telling y'all gonna see a whole different side of Harbaugh. He's like, yeah, I don't want to coach no more, or I'm not coaching in the NFL no more. I'm going to college. I'm dead serious with you. Y'all watch. I put money on it. In the next 2-3 years, Harbaugh will be a college coach. I'm so serious with you because he's not ready for the New York media. He's just not. The New York media is ruthless. Everybody knows that. Yeah, listen, I'm not a kid. I remember the days when we used to have newspapers, New York Times and all that stuff. You notice how the only newspaper that people even take serious right now, even now, is still the New York Times? That's the only newspaper that is pretty much still open. There's a reason. The Chicago Tribune and, bro, let me tell you this right now, bro. He doesn't know what he signed up for. He should have, at least in Buffalo, most New York people consider Buffalo Canada. So, like, if you really from New York, like really from New York, you know the boroughs, Brooklyn, Bronx, you know what I'm saying, Staten Island, what's it called, Queens and all them other places, and there's different places, you know what I'm saying, all throughout New York, the boroughs, and that's what New York is known for, you feel me? But once you get past that, like, you feel me, like Harlem and all that stuff like that, once you get past the boroughs, you start to get higher, you get to that, you get to Canada. All that is mountainous terrain, mountain lions, waterfalls, snow, a whole bunch of snow. And it's very rural. Like, it's like people don't realize how rural New York is. Like, people don't realize that. My dad would just, mind you, I left New York when I was still a kid. My dad grew up there. Even though he's from Jamaica, he grew up there. My dad came over when he was very, very young. And he would tell us, he was like, when you get to upstate New York, you would think that you're in the South. It's very rural. It's a whole bunch of greenland. It's all like a whole bunch of farmland. People don't realize that. Natural, I'm about done with MJ, the Eagles fan too. I told you just to block him, bro. You notice how Lamar's the only quarterback he could bring up because he understands what it is to go viral. He went viral disrespecting Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson gave him a second of fame by answering. And now he's never even come close to it again. So now he talks about Lamar Jackson more than Jalen Hurts. Because that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all not understanding that. All Lamar did was show everybody just how strong his name is. Like, if you want to go viral, disrespect Lamar Jackson, and you can go viral. Straight up. If I had no morals, because I'm a Lamar guy. Lamar's my guy. Y'all already know that. Lamar is my guy. I want the best for him, even after football's done and everything. I just want the best for him and his family. He that's my guy. I could do that to Joe Burrow, Herbert, Purdy, who else? Allen, I'm not even a bit, but I respect what he's placed on the field. I respect what he's accomplished. Even though I disagree with the MVP, I still respect his other things that he has accomplished. They're not like that. They're not like that. And I've never understood how you can look at another grown man and disrespect what he's earned. Like, that junk is crazy to me. Like, when you tell somebody they can take an MVP and shove it up your you-know-where, like, bro, that's a next level of disrespect that I didn't grow up with. Like, you weren't allowed to say that about MVPs if you liked them or not. You just weren't, unless you were some, like, late night radio jock, a shock jock, as they would call it when I was younger. Unless you were one of those guys. Outside of that, you couldn't say stuff like that because you knew that MVP stood that you were the best of the best, the creme de la creme for that year in your respected profession. You didn't disrespect anybody that reached the top of their profession. Nowadays, it's like, whatever, we can do that. It's a whole different world, bro. I didn't grow up like that. You didn't disrespect, matter of fact, you try not to disrespect anybody. But you sure as heck did never disrespect people that achieved greatness in their professions. You just didn't do that. Everybody had a level of respect, especially understanding that when you reach the tops of certain professions, it takes time, it takes sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? So there was always a level of respect that you gave those people in sports, in life. Like, yeah. You just gave them that respect because it's like, bro, we know what To get to the top, we know that it was hard and stuff like that. So there was a respect that came along with it. Nowadays, it's like, what respect? I don't gotta respect you. I gotta respect the stuff that you did. I'm trying to get this money. Money has become the be all end all, and I keep trying to tell people this, man. Money is just a tool. It's just a tool. Like I told listen, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, people don't realize this with me. Is this still good? Yo, yeah, these are great. Okay, perfect. If I had $10 billion, right? If I had $10 billion, that just means that my family's taken care of. I can open a whole bunch of things to help out people that I care about and other people that I don't even know, college funds for kids and stuff like that. That's what I'd want that money for. People just want money to show off. Like if you ask people a lot of times why they want money, they don't want money to make their lives truly better or other people's lives better. They want it so that they can go out there and talk and show off for people. Like, oh, I can go on Instagram and I can show you how much this truck is worth, this car is worth, this house is worth. Oh, I can stunt with these diamonds and this yacht. Why? Life is short. If you have money, that just means you have the best tools in the world available. And if you're blessed, you use that blessing to bless other people. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's the problem right now that we have with the media. They'll do anything for the almighty dollar. And it's like, bro, you have to have some level of decorum in how you go about doing your business. That just gets laughable to me. That's why I don't deal with the media. The media is laughable. And I know people say, oh, no, both sides of media is laughable. On both sides. That's all. Just tell bro, let me do this right now. And I know this is going to make some people mad, but it's true. The truth is good enough. If you tell the truth in your news, people are going to watch it. They might watch this person because they like the way they talk, or they're a little more animated, or they might watch this other person because they're a little more professional in the way that they do it. But the news is good enough. It's more than good enough. You don't need to lie, twist, or come up with a narrative. You don't need to do any of that. The news is good enough as is. And that's the problem. Everyone's trying to figure out their own lane to go viral and to capitalize on it to make money. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. I'm dead serious with you. I don't dress like those bumpkins either. Listen, I'm dead serious with y'all, man. If I had 10 bills, that's what I would do. Just help the people around me. I told y'all before, if I could start up even, and to show you how crazy it is, even I told y'all I wanted to be a network, just eventually for the Wunderkind, become like Wunderkind Network, where other creators it starts like real shows and comedies and real news and stuff like that. It's to get other creators the opportunity to build their brands. And then once we've built it successfully, it's yours. You can take it. You own the IP, the intellectual property. Go ahead. If you want to go and get some bigger money, whatever, go ahead and go do that. That was one of my dreams. I've never understood this mindset of when you get blessed, you know what I'm saying? You hug it as tight as you can. It's like, just like the thing with Lamar, and it was for me, getting the opportunity to interview Lamar. What makes it so great was that I got to share that moment with Ing Raven. Having Ing Raven there, you know what I'm saying? Lamar, me and him, it just, I could talk to Ing about it, and Ing is smiling like, bro, that was fire, bro. Y'all, you don't even know how cool that was. You know what I'm saying? Sharing not only memories, but sharing opportunities and stuff like that. I'm not saying you got to give everything away. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you don't have to gatekeep everything, right? And I see Horse that gatekeeping exists. I don't believe in that. If I have a door open, let's say right now, someone say, yo, Nitro, we want you to have a commercial, right? I'd be like, oh, for real? Okay, that's great. And I let you guys know I got a commercial. It's like, hey, do y'all need oh yeah, we need a couple more people. Do you know anybody? If I said I know anybody, I'm like, yo, coach, yo, listen, I'm doing a commercial and they said they need extra people. You want to be in it? Yo, Ing Raven, you want to be in it? Raven C, you want to be in it? Yolanda B, you want to be in it? Rogue Pod, you want to be in it? Lunch Break Outtake, you want to be in it? You get where I'm coming from? And that might open up opportunities for them moving forward. That's just the mindset I feel like, and I say this, if everybody gave an inch, nobody would have to go a mile. Nobody. And I'm not saying that to give away everything that you've earned. I'm not saying that. But bro, life is so short. Like, if everybody could just give an inch and just do their part, this world would be so much better than what it is. And I know we stay in the football sphere, the sports sphere, but it's more of a microcosm of what's going on in the world. So I look at it like that, you know? If everybody put their part, bro, what an amazing world we could, it would be. Just think about it. And honestly, those things do cross my mind. All right. Just the these down there, because these are open. Some of these boxes are damaged. But back on topic. I am very excited about the change. Even though Minter wasn't the guy I wanted, just going outside of John Harbaugh, I'm looking forward to it. We want to be in it. Flex, I got you, bro. You be there too. I say Flex too. Come on now, bro. You know that. If there was a commercial, I can invite a couple people, of course. Not y'all don't believe in that. I'm a Josh Allen stan, but I don't constantly rip slash. Exactly. Like, I don't got to rip. Now, will we have our banter here and there? Yeah, we'll have our banter. Lamar ain't better than Josh. What? Lamar's better than Josh. We can have our banter, have a little fun with it and stuff like that. But to discredit people's accomplishments, it's hilarious to me. I don't believe in it. I won't do that. I'm not going to do that. I can see a Super Bowl this year. If everything came together, yeah. I mean, listen, guys. If Seattle won the Super Bowl this year, the Ravens definitely can win the Super Bowl this year. I think, you know what Seattle's Super Bowl did? Seattle's Super Bowl did nothing but remind people that anything is possible if timing is right. You gotta come from a lot of times in life, it's not so much the hard work that you're putting in, it's the timing of it. Sometimes people don't have to do it because it's just like the perfect, like, do you understand that timing is the perfect defense against speed? You got coming from? Because you got to time your punches. Like, oh, you can be a faster puncher, but if I could time hits, I can win the fight still, even though you're the faster puncher. That's what I'm talking about. Counter punching and other things like that. That's life in a whole. In a whole. Sometimes it's timing, and I feel like what the Seahawks winning did was show people that, look, if you can capitalize on timing, anything is possible. You can make it work. You can make anything work, and I really do feel like next year we'll have a shot at it. I heard when Colin Cowherd said, Colin Cowherd talking about yes, the Ravens, their window is closed, and then watch. Then you're gonna hear when everyone's saying when we win, oh, Lamar, that's the best we've ever seen, Then you're gonna try to jump on the boat. You know, I've always been a Lamar Jackson guy. I've always believed in him. No, you haven't, you liar. I'm telling you. Watch how fast he pivots. Watch how fast that man pivots. That man pivots harder than an ice skater. And if you don't know anything about ice skating, you have to be able to really pivot. Especially when you're going through your spins and your counter spins. You're pivoting. Look at all that bread, man. Crazy. Look how God good. God really good, man. God can run me over off that. Timing is everything. Yup. Facts, facts. Jared, I agree that to add to make the mistake-free football matters in big games. Yes, that too. And that's going to take from everybody, from Lamar and everybody. That's facts. Mistake-free football is better playoff football. And that goes for Lamar. That goes for all of them. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody on the team. You know? But at the same time, we should have a team that even if one mistake is made, they can still win. It doesn't have to be totally perfect. But you need everyone to do their job. And that's been my problem with the Baltimore Ravens. And I've said that plenty of times. Don't worry. I'm going to the fun day. There was some unmitigated circumstances why the last 2 years I couldn't go to the fun day. But I will be going to the fun day this year. And I'll get to talk to Lamar face to face. So I know that for a fact. So I'll be asking him some questions while I'm there. We'll chop it up while I'm there. Lamar good peoples, man. And I just want the best for that man. Like, real talk. He good peoples, man. And I hope y'all get the opportunity. Hey, yo, that's another thing, too. This summer when the fun day is going on, if anybody is going, let me know. I will see you there. We can meet up. That's another thing, too. Is anybody going to the fun day this year? Oh, Tila said, let me get a loaf. Yeah, this is mad loaves. Look. Look at that. Crazy. Is anybody going to the fun day this year? Because if y'all, or Zay Day, if y'all, because I don't know if I'm going to go to Zay Day, but I'll probably go to, I will be going to Lamar's, oh, this one has a hole in it. I will be going to Lamar's fun day, and I can chop it up with him there. Listen, to tell you the truth, he'll be busy with kids. Because listen, let me say something right now. Y'all haven't seen it. When he comes around, them kids lose their minds. I'm talking about they lose their minds when Lamar comes around. Lose their minds. So he'll be busy with that. But when it quiets down, I probably just get to chop it up with him and stuff like that. The last time before it started, me and him was chopping it up. before he went to everybody, me and him was chopping it up before it really started. Like, he was with his family, and shout outs to him for just showing me love like that. He walked with his family just to check on me. He was like, yo, what's up? And we were just chopping it up, and we were talking about some things, and then he went and ran to go see the kids. So yeah, hopefully I get to see Snoop too. I really hope we retain Snoop. I really do. I really do. I really do. I think Snoop will become an amazing coach one day. Listen, I want to speak that into existence now. Like, I think Snoop Huntley, when everything is said and done, is one day going to retire and become an amazing coach. Y'all watch. He's going to become an amazing coach one day. I just got that feeling, bro. That feeling. That, you know, playing behind Lamar, being a good quarterback in his own right. You know what I'm saying? Getting money, being able to do all that stuff. I think eventually, it's going to find him into coaching. And he's going to get an opportunity and rewrite the books. Y'all watch. Y'all can snip it that any which way y'all want. Mark my words. I think Snoop Huntley is going to be one of the best. He's already one of the better backup quarterbacks, but I think eventually when his career is over, he's going to be an amazing coach. All those ones are open right here. They're all either busted open or something like that. Hurry up. We're already running behind. So I don't want to be late. I know that people are going to be sitting there waiting to be able to grab their bread and everything. So I definitely don't want to be late. And I can't take the highway. So I can't even think about taking the highway. So highway would be the quickest way to go there, but if I go there now, it won't be quick. So yeah. Don't ask me to close it now. Y'all go to make me want to move to Florida. I'm asking, is anybody going? I'll be waiting for my muffins. Hey. I hope we sign him too. Might as well, since we keep bringing it back. Facts. Facts, T. So how the heaps Lamar will do, but it will not hurt us. You know what it's going to do? So let's see, like, Mr. Smiles. Don't tell me close it now. No, I'm closing now. I'm just trying to get everything going now, because I got to go and I got to get to these people, man. I don't like to wait. Listen, I like to be on time. I know circumstances change up timing, but I like things to be on time, man. That's just the way I am. Same here. You finished? Yeah, earlier the better. Yes, sir. All right, nice. See? He was nice enough to have the fans on, as y'all can see. The fans are spinning even though I'm sweating a little bit, it was real cool in here. So, because it's starting to get back warm in Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to get back warm. The heat's starting to make its way back. Sugar corn water had to be disgusting. Sugar corn water? What? What are y'all talking about? She said sugar corn water. What is sugar corn water? I've never even heard of that. Sugar corn water. Quarter water. I had a quarter waters, but never a sugar corn water. Y'all just be doing weird stuff, bro. But it's okay. We're back. Wants to flake some water, bro. This is nasty, bro. Like, oh my God. you imagine? Oh, they said, listen, lunch politics said when they were younger and they were less fortunate, they didn't come from like the rich means or whatever. They said they've done that, and they said they wouldn't do it ever again. Shout out to Lunch Break Hot Take. Oh my guys, Rodney and Jose. Shout out to those brothers. But yeah, I couldn't see it. I just couldn't see it. All right. Let me get this. Yeah. Did we say water and cereal again? Bro, y'all really ruined my day that day. Just to let y'all know, I sat staring at a wall for like 20 minutes. I was like, yo, people really enjoy water in their cereal? Like, I felt like the world was coming to an end. Ugh. Could you imagine though? Thank God for mom and pop. We were never poor enough that was a thing that we had to do. And shout out to anybody that had to do it that way. Because I know everybody's, but shout out to mom and pop because I never had to do that growing up. I never had to do that. And I know some people had to. Shout out to y'all that had to and made it through it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys. Big dairy got you hooked. I can't even eat dairy. I know I'm big, but bro, lactose be killing me. I'm out, sir.
All right.
You have a great day, man.
You too.
God bless.
Drive safe.
Yeah, I try. You telling me. I'm out, man.
Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
You too, guys. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Some cool guys, man. Nice guys. To tell you the truth, they don't have to let us do this. They don't. To show you how crazy it is, they really don't have to let us at all. Like people be like, oh, they ain't doing nothing. No, I'll give you the perfect example. When we were doing the paperwork for the church, the main guy that we had set it up with wasn't here no more, and they didn't have to do it no more. They told us straight up that it was only by his discretion, and they were like, you know what, y'all seem like nice people, and we're just gonna continue to let y'all come and get it. Like, just whatever y'all need, let us know. So yeah, they're really good people, man. Really kind, allow us to do this. So you can't take certain things for granted, man. And they're always kind, always kind and professional. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to them. Cause I'll be bro, I know people that bite the hands. I don't believe in that, but people really do somehow bite the hand that I feed them, and they don't have to do that. Like, they don't have to open the door or let us in or anything like that. I remember one time, y'all were there when it was live, and the main guy wasn't there. And he told me, he said, look, I'm gonna give you the code to get in. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, the code, the key. Don't worry about it, bro. Go ahead and take what you need, man. Make sure people get their food. I was like, all right, bet. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. I don't believe in biting the hand, man. So if the phone shuts off, it's because I'm taking the other way. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how when I gotta take the other way into the city, that I don't know what the internet be flickering on and off. You already know YouTube do not like me. YouTube does not like Nitro Boy. They be looking at me like, ugh. Yes. Comment on what? Dang right, I'll bite the hand if the hand on some big dog. Listen, I'm not saying that you just take any and anything that people do to you. I'll never say that. You know what I'm saying? I'll never be that person. But what I'm saying is that I say they're good dudes. They're kind, very cordial, smiles, handshakes, laugh a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And they respect what we're doing. So that's what I mean. Just that, oh, because I helped you with this, I can do anything I want to. You get out of here. Like it. That's that Diddy level stuff. Get out of here. Oh, I helped you get a CD. So you know what I'm saying? So when I say I can't stop, won't stop, you can't stop, baby. Get out of here. Where Jared, Nick Wright said that the media eventually has to admit that Lamar Jackson is a choker. Oh, when did he say this? Oh my gosh. Listen, Once Lamar wins, I'm telling you, bro, half their content is going to go down. Listen, one of two things are going to happen, right? One of two things are going to happen when Lamar does this thing, right? Let me tell you what's going to happen. One of two things. Either they're going to act like they were already saying great things about Lamar and they knew that this was a possibility because Lamar is amazing, or they're going to triple down until he wins two. And they're going to make excuses why the first one was luck. I'm dead serious with you. And they're going to sit there and be like, yeah, he won one, but it's only one. There's a whole bunch of bad quarterbacks that won one. And that's going to be what they go to. You're going to go back just and be like, wow, Nitro did say they would do this. I'm like, there you go. Because when you look at people, there's only certain moves that they can make. Right? So that's how doing content that's always be able to do it. And I see probably doing that, taking that route, being like, oh, than anything else. A real great quarterback wins two or more. That's like he's big on Aaron Rodgers. Blah, 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 blah. You what? I'm dead serious. That's what he's going to say. That's exactly what he's going to do. And then everyone else is going to be like, okay, no problem. When Lamar gets that second one, then he's going to be like, we already knew Lamar was exceptional, right? But he just couldn't get out of his own way. And I was just telling the truth. And I don't know why people are hating on me for telling the truth. I mean, yeah, he's got it now, but before he didn't have it then. And then you're going to look at it and look at these other quarterbacks that don't have it that he's defending, and you're going to be like, what about these other guys? Well, Baltimore's such a great situation. He got the best owner, best GM, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to see that's going to be what he's. I'm telling y'all, I know what they're going to say before they say it. I know what they're going to say before they hit, because that's the only way you can pivot. Sometimes you can't go straight. Sometimes you got to drop, step, pivot, spin move. Oh my God, it's 10 already, man. I'm running behind. I'm rushing as fast as I can. Chris, the nitro meter was about to hit red. What happened? What do you mean nitro meter was about to hit red? What did I do? Like, what did I do? Why is the nitro meter gonna hit red? Tell me! Slow down. Oh, don't worry, I ain't going fast, man. I drive the speed limit, man. Maybe 5 over. I don't go anything over that. People say I drive like an old man. From the time I was young, because I was always in a position to carry people. So my thing is, if you're driving with me, then at that point I'm responsible for your life. So yeah, I don't play with people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always driving the church bus, daycare bus. I drove church bus for what? 2 different churches. I've picked up kids from 6 or 7 different schools, after school programs. Like, bro, when you're doing stuff like that, you gotta make sure that, you know what I'm saying, that you're not driving like an idiot, because other people's lives are in your hand at that point. Some people don't care. I'm like, bro, you gotta care. If you crash and people dead up, that's on you. I mean, you and me, you getting there safely. I've never been in an accident. Knock on wood, I've never been in an accident. There's been some close calls, but I've never been in an accident, thank God. So hopefully we can continue that till I'm gone. You two got a tracking device on Nitro Car. I'm telling you, bro, they do. They do. Now, do you notice that now Nick Rat only gets to Josh Allen anymore? It's blatant attacks Lamar. Hurts. Yeah, Lamar and Hurts get more hate than any quarterbacks in the league. It's not even close. Lamar and Hurts get disrespected more than any quarterback in the league. Any 2 quarterbacks in the league. And Hurts has a Super Bowl. Like, he's a Super Bowl MVP. And he beat Patrick Mahomes. So it's like, bro, like, y'all just be, like, hating the hate. He outplayed Mahomes twice. I just laugh at stuff like that, man. I really do. I really do. Hurts was second in MVP voting one year. People seem to forget that. And if he didn't get hurt at the very end, he probably would have won the MVP. Because that's what really started. He was leading the MVP race for most of the season. People forget that. And then he got hurt for like 2 games, a game and a half, and then Patrick Mahomes overtook him, and then, yeah, it was over. It's like, look, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. Do I think he's the best? No. But how can you look at what Jalen Hurts has accomplished and just like, well, some quarterbacks have just everything. Before he had everything, he was still making the playoffs in the NFC. He's like, yeah, people seem to forget that. People seem to forget that. He was still keeping that team afloat. Then they gave him help, like a team is supposed to do. And he flourished with the help. And he gave him a Super Bowl with it. And got him to 2 Super Bowls. And he played out of his mind in both Super Bowls. Like, you can't look at either Super Bowl and, oh, yeah, they lost because of Jalen Hurts. Get out of here, bro. Jalen Hurts went crazy on both Super Bowls. Absolute crazy. And I've said this before. I said Jalen Hurts has the team accolades. Lamar has all the individual accolades, and they hit on both of them. Patrick Mahomes has both, right? And somehow, some way, those 3 guys, Josh Allen, Burrow, Herbert, are better than all 3. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Like, you'll never be like, bro. Like, people, like, and you see it. People like, oh, yeah, Mahomes, it hasn't been the same in years. He hasn't been the best quarterback in the... I'm like, bro, look, I get it as an individual player, but as a playoff performer, Mahomes has just made sure that when the going gets tough, somehow he gets going. And yeah, it's true. He has gotten some benefited calls and stuff like that. But Josh Allen has gotten benefited rules. They've changed rules and regulations for Josh Allen. But people don't like to bring that up. Why? Can it hurt people's feelings? Be real. Just be real, bro. I keep telling people aren't real. They're not real. Oh, no. What is this? All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream right here. I'm going into a complete checkpoint where Mag is going to be. All right. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for taking part of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see y'all later with 2 vids and a short. And y'all be blessed, man. Peace. I'm out. Oh, man, they're right there. All right, guys. Yeah.